All right, good morning. Whoa, slipping there. So let me give you a quick update here. It's been a couple of days of snow, but we were fortunate enough to get some warmer temperatures overnight last night into this morning, and things are starting to melt actually pretty rapidly. We had a few inches of snow on the pad. I kind of got the lift stuck a little bit. It was spinning the tires in the gravel, and then I made a mistake of leaving it overnight, and the gravel kind of froze up a little bit around it. But it's thawed up enough now, I was able to get it up there just fine. There's hardly any snow up on the trusses or any of the purlins. So I think it's a little bit safer to get up there and start climbing around and getting those finished up. But the snow melting here is gonna be a huge help for today. So I'm gonna plow through this, no pun intended, and get as much done as I possibly can, but I'm really anxious to get back over to this side. So our new plan is going to be to try and get as much steel as we can right on this front corner here. That'll give us an opportunity to get the RV pulled into this garage bay and at least out of the snow. So we'll see how much we need to do there, but so we'll need to do the soffit, finish up the fascia here on the top of the peak on this side, and then we'll need to do all of the soffit and the fascia trim on this side over here, and then all of the I guess that's pretty much it. It's the F and J trim is what's gonna pull that soffit up. So once that's in place and the soffit's nailed to the eave, I think we can start throwing some steel on. I'd rather, I mean, in a perfect scenario, I'd want to go through and do everything first. So I'd want to have, all the subfascia done around the whole structure. We don't have this side of the gable end done here yet, and we don't have anything done on the back, including this piece over here. I'd love to have the soffit done all the way around before we start putting some steel up. But I think just with how small of a window we might have before it starts snowing again, I think we kind of got to work for a little chunk of space rather than getting the whole thing done. So I don't know if that's the right approach or not. I hope it is. But it'll be nice if we can get half of that one side done. Then we've got at least a top shelter for the trailer throughout the rest of winter. Doesn't mean we finish it. If the snow keeps coming the way it's been, it might make it really difficult to finish it before spring. But at least we can make some progress today, so I'm excited about that. So I should stop talking and get to work. Oh, also quick update. The new tripod came in, so it's gonna make it a lot easier to record and take some better video. So I'll be able to document what's going on here a little bit more now that we've got a working tripod with all three legs. All right, we got the first, 4 bays done of the purlins on the hillside. So it's going. We're making some progress. I got all the other lumber staged up on all the other areas. I just don't have it in place yet, so I'm gonna do that. But look at this, what a beautiful day. You can see if you can see it here, but there is actually some sunshine back there and blue skies. Well, the sunshine's that way, but the blue skies are this way. But and everything is just melting. So it's a little slippery up there, but I'll take it because as the snow clears itself off the pad, it's just gonna get a lot easier to move the equipment around and do it all safely. So I don't know how long it's gonna last. The next storm, I think we had snow scheduled for this afternoon. Not scheduled, but forecast. And but if it's not a lot and it stays like this and it kind of stays warm, we might have a few days here to possibly get some good work done. And so I'm gonna keep powering through. We're gonna get those other 3, pretty much it's 4 sections of purlins going all the way across. I'm trying to do some overlap so that it ties the trusses together a little bit more between the sections. But yeah, it's just slow crawling up there. I'm sure the pros are able to kind of move around there a little bit more comfortably, a little bit faster than I am. But I think with the ice and how slippery it is, I'm just gonna take my time. I don't want to fall, even though I have the fall protection. And I think I'm really hoping I can get this whole thing done here today. It'll be nice to have this part of the project checked off. All right, wild weather. I had to change a little bit, so it started like kind of sleet, very wet snow, and so I went up there. I was warm, wasn't even wearing a sweatshirt or a jacket, and then it started raining, snowing. So my shirt got all wet, and so I changed into something a little bit warmer. We're halfway done, which is pretty exciting here. But then while I was inside changing, grabbing some lunch, and warming up a little bit, I noticed out the window that it's sunny all of a sudden, bright light. And so I come out, and sure enough, the sun's out. And with that sun is, it's behind a cloud now, but with the sun is the wind's picked up. So I'm hoping it's not as icy up there still, because ice and wind may not be a good combination, but I don't even care. We're gonna get this done. I'm hoping to get the rest of this done here in a couple of hours. I think I have all the lumber out there ready to go, so it's just about putting it in place and getting it all nailed off. So hopefully in 2 hours from now here, we're all done with the purlins, and we can cross that project off the list. All right, as predicted, the weather changed. It's snowing now, but we're done. So take a look at that. All the purlins are up. I'm going all the way across this side. I got a little gap. You might see it right here. When I got up there, I think I put the wrong purlin in the wrong spot that I was planning on, so I got a little short. So one that's a little short. So I want to make sure I have 2 feet of overhang over here. So I set it to 2 feet, left the gap, and I'll go in and just patch that. I'll tie a board into it later, which should be no big deal. But I am so anxious to be done. I got this whole side done today, 100% of it. None of it was nailed off, but all the wood was up. So from my knees down to my ankles, my pants and my base layer are just completely soaked, and my kneecaps feel frozen. But you know what? It's done. It's done. So I'm gonna go warm up. Kind of enjoy this. The purlins are done, except for just some of the patchwork I got to do, but that's a piece of cake. I'll finish that up when I'm doing all of the stabilization between the webbing of the trusses. So no big deal there. I'm excited to be done with this one. We'll see how much snow ends up dropping here tonight. Hopefully it's not a ton. Hopefully it keeps warming up a little bit and things keep melting, and that'll help us to keep working and plugging along. All right.